I set off on a treacherous journey to try and design an island in only 30 days, and today I'm sharing with you how the final 10 days went. Actually, make that 11 days because I forgot to add in the last part what happened on August 31st. I spontaneously kicked Cranston out and then went on a sporadic villager hunt and got lucky. Literally, you can watch that here. With that out of the way, let's jump to September 1st, aka day 21, when I made another neighborhood with 3 more homes. The normcore rural vibes remained very strong in the build, and I even tried to give all 3 homes proper yards. And all of the keen, observing, drama-hungry viewers may notice that the residents of this neighborhood are Sherry, the bully, Allie, the victim of said bully, and Plucky, who has a crush on Sherry. What can I say? I live for the drama. The next day on September 2nd, I wanted to start creating some filler areas since I'm running out of buildings to decorate. I had already moved the museum into its spot, so I decided to create a hiking trail style path that leads to the museum. I wanted to utilize the entire cliff I was decorating on, so I had a long path that spreads every which way, and then turned my brain off and started filling the space. There's a little vending machine area, a farm that's in a place that's inhabited, a random corner full of stuff, and most importantly, a shit ton of trees. And speaking of the museum, that's exactly what I started decorating on day 23. The entire vibe of the island started to remind me of Pokemon games, so naturally I wanted to replicate an area on my island. And since I had a lot of wind turbines, I turned the museum area into Valley Windworks from the Sinnoh region. This is the Diamond Pearl remake we deserved. And that leads us into the final 5 days. The countdown started and the pressure increased by 100. There was still so much undecorated space on the island, so September 5th was spent doing so much filler I could be casted on an all-star season of Drag Race. The filling up continued the next day, where I made a little spot with the pergola and lots of nature, and then I got carried away and built a farm off camera at like 3 in the morning. On September 7th, I planted a shit ton of trees. And the next day I decorated the most forgotten building, which also ended up with me planting a shit ton of trees. It's September 9th, there's 1 day left, and I'm almost done. We're gonna be spending the day doing the final bits of the island together because fun fact, I'm almost done. There's only a little bit left, this tiny path right over here, and this section all the way up here. So basically it's gonna be a lot of filler, and I figured that we could do it together. This challenge has been so... I don't have a shovel. Hang on, I have to craft a stupid shovel so I can do this shit. Ugh. It's like actually wild because today, the final day of decorating, I've run out of so much stuff. I only have a few trees left. I only have 10 pieces of weeds left. Look, this is literally all I have to work with, plus a few furniture items, but we'll worry about that later. Also, Julian's house is right here. Y'all remember Julian? He was my campsite villager. I figured I'd do something fun for his house too. It's basically the final thing aside from all the filler. Can you tell I'm literally like, watch, we're literally just gonna fucking plant a bunch of trees and just do things. This is basically how I decorate. I'm gonna plant a tree right here because I can. It makes no sense for it to be here. Actually, it kind of does. This is Mother Nature we're talking about. And then I'm gonna put another one like right here. Who cares? All you gotta know about this island is that there's a shit ton of trees. I think that's good enough for trees on this side. Could I maybe plant like 1 tree right here? Just to like really cover up this ladder back here because I really want to try to make it look and feel kind of hidden and abandoned. Planting another tree right there. I think that's enough trees for up here. Also, mainly because there really isn't any other place I can plant any trees, so we'll worry about that later. This is kind of the area that I'm a little more worried to do because I have no ideas running in my brain. Let's just start off by planting some trees. I think when in doubt, planting trees really is the best way to get the creative juices flowing, you know? I'm literally putting no thought into any of this, by the way. This is basically how I decorate at this point. And it's a great life lesson too, because it just shows that sometimes in life, sometimes you have a lot more fun when you just act. Without putting any thought into why you're doing what you're about to do. I'm really trying to go for like that overgrown, untouched forest vibe that I normally tend to do. Yes, it's because I do think it's cute, but the other reason is mainly just because I have no other ways to fill up this damn space. I have so much filler space where there's like nothing important going on, so I just need to do what I can to just kind of make it look like this island is fully decorated, even though it isn't. Like, we're just gonna plant the 5 remaining trees that I have in my pockets. These are literally about to be the last few trees that I plant. Bam, here we go, y'all. It's the final tree. There's no room to plant it over there, so let's see if there's anywhere else I can plant this last tree. We'll plant it where this pumpkin is. This is a pointless tree. It's obviously not even gonna grow anyway, so bam. That right there is the final tree planted on Willow. Now I gotta work with the very few fences that I have. Do I have iron nuggets? Because if I have enough iron nuggets, I can probably just craft some more barbed wire. I don't know why. I haven't been crafting at all on this island. Yeah, it's because I'm sick and tired of crafting. It's like one of the most annoying features in the game. This is literally my first time crafting it on this island. I love that it's in the final days of the island too. That is so funny to me. We should probably start off by working on Julian's yard first, just because like this really is the final building. I don't really have a lot of furniture left either. You're gonna see I've been using a lot of it here on the island. Like, what the fuck can I do? I don't know. Let's plop the storefront there. It went in the wrong way. Are you fucking kidding me? How am I? Wait, how do I get it to go the way I want it? Like, I have to do that, but now I'm stuck. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to fucking call Rossetti now, aren't I? All right, cool. With that out of the way, back to Julian's house. The storefront is perfectly placed where I wanted it with no trouble at all. I think I'm going to grab that air conditioner item. There is enough fucking room to put it there. Don't lie to me, game. And then maybe on this side, the OK Motor sign just back there. We'll grab a storage shed because those items are also really great to fill up space, and they're also quite functional as well. We'll plant a flower right here just to kind of, you know, do that. And I'll probably put a weed right over here just to give it some zhuzh. His house is like literally in the middle of the forest. I don't know. Yeah, he's like an extravagant person, but like maybe this is my way of telling him that he needs to be humbled. Comment down below if you think Julian needs to be humbled. This is basically how I decorate. Once again, we are just going to do what I'm about to do, which is just me filling up this space with as much natural items as I can. I think I'm gonna put the bucket that I have in my pockets like right here. Maybe like Julian's like collecting water or something. Probably going to put some fences back here just to kind of, you know, once again, say it with me, fill up the space, blah, blah, blah. What do I have in my inventory that can fill up the space? Let's see. We can use these bus stops and kind of create like a little fake shed. I feel like that would work. There is more than enough room to put something here. Stop lying to me. Will it go the right way? Okay, thank God. We'll take these country fences and kind of do a little corner thing right over here like that. That looks fun. That looks natural. And then maybe more barbed wire over here. And then one there. Cute. Like I said, I'm just doing the first thing that pops into my head because I just want this shit to be over. Like, that's basically what my mindset is right now. I'm so done with this island. I'm sorry, but it's true. I just want this shit to be over, and it is almost over. You know, it's almost over. So it's like we are so close to the end goal. I'm literally just doing shit. Like, I'm literally just shitting. We're almost done here. I'm literally doing the first things that pop into my head. This is not the right way to decorate, and yet this is exactly what I'm doing. Can you tell I'm literally speed running this now at this point? I'm speed running, decorating an Animal Crossing island. That's what my life has come to. I need vines. We have one ladder left. Let's just use that as well. There's gonna be a ladder just right over here. That's gonna be so pointless because you won't be able to use it. And yet here I am doing it anyways because I can do what I want. And then maybe we'll just like fill this corner up with a bunch of vines just to really like add some dimension. I mean, I guess you can climb up these vines, so that's quite useful as well. Ooh, definitely like by the waterfall. I don't know why, like I feel like these vines look so good near the waterfall. I guess because like water and vines, like I don't know, there's some connection there. Just this area right over here left to decorate. I'm gonna put a bush right over here. Are we surprised by that decision? Let me know in the comments. Really try to like cover it up with as much nature as I can. I'm probably gonna use these hedges like so as well, just to like really do the deed, you know? Let's put some more weeds right over here. We got 3 pieces of weed left, y'all. Bam, that's all the barbed wire fences I have. What do I want to put here? Like, do I have any items that I can use? Oh wow, I literally planted enough flowers that I completed this Nook Miles challenge. 300 flowers. Are there actually 300 planted flowers on this island right now? Ooh, we can make like a cute little sit down zone. I feel like I have a lot of those laying around the island, but I don't care. We're gonna have another one because I can. Maybe we'll put like a few gyroids in the area too, because the gyroids are great. Maybe we'll just throw a flamingo in there. Shout out to flamingos. Shout out to gay people. Oh my god, that's Flora. Aw, this is a Flora tribute. We'll put the chair down first and use that to like kind of figure out the rest of the build. And then maybe back here, we'll put the stone stool and kind of use that as like a table. And then I'll probably drop this item on here like that, because I think that little bag item looks kind of cute. It also matches the chair too, so that's quite fun. Ooh, this balloon, of course. The Nook ink balloon, another underrated item in the game. You get it from that little like Nintendo Switch mobile thingy. You need Nintendo Switch Online basically to get this. I got it from a treasure island though. With that out of the way, I think this gyroid might be the final item placed on this island because I don't have any other ideas on what to do. I think I'm done. On September 9th, 6:25 a.m., even though it's actually like 1:30 in the afternoon. Oh god, I'm not done. I have to decorate this place. I don't know what I want to fucking do here. Ugh. I have like no items left. Damn it, I celebrated too soon. I have no items left. I don't have like any flowers or... Oh wait, I have a bunch of flowers on the beach. Look at all these flowers. We have so many flowers I can use and I just completely forgot about them. Oh my god, what did I... Oh, I didn't even notice that was there. Oh my god, I forgot about the peninsula. No, I am not. No, you can't even access the peninsula. Who gives a fuck? That's gonna stay undecorated. What are these doing here? I am literally just gonna plant these flowers here and call it a day because who cares? We'll plant one there and keep it very like minimal. A red cosmos. I think those are gonna be the only red cosmos on the entire island. All right. And I think with that though, the area might be complete. Actually, can I? Oh my god. I forgot about this section up here. Wait, I used everything. I used everything I had in my possession down here. I completely forgot about this section. I don't have anything and I'm too lazy to craft. I don't want to craft anything. What do I have? We're gonna have to make do with shit in my pockets. We'll use these plant partitions as fences. I have so much stuff in my pockets anyways, it would make sense. Like here, let's put a plant partition here. How did I forget about this section completely? Oh my god, leave it to me. Only I can do something as stupid as that though. Like, are we actually surprised? It's not an angry coconut video until he starts acting like an idiot anyway, so like nobody should be surprised by this. And if you are surprised, it's clear that you're new to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, you should probably consider subscribing. There's my shameless plug for the video. Thank goodness that these trees can just like fill up a lot of the space so I don't have to worry about like the areas behind the trees or whatever. I'm literally just gonna hang these vines up here so that it looks decorated, because like otherwise the cliffs are just gonna look so plain. Maybe we can like have a little path that leads up to the elevator. Yeah, that's an elevator. Let's grab some more flowers. Maybe we'll just like fill the area up with flowers. It's a very like minimal design. This area of the island is just very minimal. That's what it is. I think this is good enough anyways. Like I said, when the trees grow in, it'll probably look a bit better. Speaking of, let's time travel a few days and actually let all these damn trees grow in. By the way, the only way I was able to basically do all this was through time traveling. So shout out to time traveling. If y'all consider it cheating, then consider me a cheater. Let's just see how this area turned out. Oh my god, I can see already that the trees have grown in. Wow. Everything has grown in nicely. Everything looks great. Oh my god, let's see this area over here. Ooh, that actually turned out very nice. Oh my god. Oh, and look at that little gyroid over there peeking through the tulips. That looks so cute. Ooh, oh my god, this area looks so empty. Maybe I could just use like some of these fences to kind of like do something. I don't know. This is so bad. Oh my god. And I think with that, y'all, like I think the island's done. The island is officially done. Dina, move. I have to like make sure the entire place is decorated. There's like nothing missing. No area that I like forgot about. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do you want? What? I was about to hit him with the mallet. I wish I did. Hey, you want more reactions? You got it. Check this out. I mean, like, all I really have left to decorate are the beaches. But like, do I really want to decorate the beaches? No. And with all that out of the way, that leads us to the final day. After double checking everything on the island, I time traveled to a more aesthetically pleasing time and uploaded the island to the dream world. But before I share the dream address, let's give a final tour. What's up? It's happening. We're here on this glorious night in September, and it's time. And as we're teleported to this area by our big titty taper queen, you are now in a deep slumber, dreaming peacefully of an island named Willow. It's here. The final island tour. Everything that I've done for the last 30 days has all accumulated to this. And here we are, right at the entrance. And I know y'all are very desperate for that dream address so you can visit it yourself. You're gonna have to wait until the end of the video, or you can just skip to the end of the video. I honestly don't care. This is the island of Willow. The airport is orange and the flag is actually green because I never changed the flag. Whoops. And here we are right at the entrance, which as you can see, clear inspiration from myself. Nice and simple, yada, yada, yada. Here's just a quick little path that kind of leads up to here. And then right over here, we got this cute neighborhood. This was definitely like the first main important build that I did on the island. We have Bruce's house right over here, Wendy, his neighbor, and then right in front, of course, the most iconic villager on the island, Miss Dina. Quite cute, quite fun, quite simple. Wendy is still a car girl, and she's also a gardener, so that's fun. And as you can probably tell, there are definitely a shit ton of trees all around Willow, so get prepared for that. This path right over here leads right back to the entrance, and then heading down this way, oh look, a familiar sight. It's Town Hall. How neat. This is Town Hall. It's great. I haven't played a single holiday on this island, so there's nothing important to say about Town Hall, but shout out to Isabel, I guess. That's all I can really say. Coming down over here, ignoring that little thing right over here, we have, you know, this area. I don't know how to describe it, but there it is for your pleasure. And then continuing down this path, as you can see, there's just a whole lot of filler area, because one thing about me, I love filling up spaces with a bunch of useless shit. Coming right up here, we have a new face on the island, Mr. Lucky. Shout out to everybody who watched that villager hunt, because you'll know that Lucky is now responsible for the sugarcane / turnip farm here on Willow. Whatever happened to Cranston, no one will know. Did Lucky have something to do with it? Did I have something to do with it? This path over here just kind of leads to filler. And then coming to the right, down here, we have more filler. And then continuing down this path over here, we have this cute little natural bridge. I kept this bridge here because it was free, and I didn't feel the need to get rid of it and then replace it with another bridge. It's cute enough and it serves the purpose, so it's like, why waste the extra bells in doing so? Plucky agrees with me, don't you, Plucky? Coming down over this way past the bridge, another neighborhood, as you can see. Right over here, we have Bully's house. Shout out to Bully. And then right behind Bully, we have this little thing. Shout out to this little spot right over here. Its main purpose is to just basically be a viewpoint of the shit ton of trees across the river. We'll get to there shortly. Again, you can probably tell, especially if you're a longtime viewer, that at this point, I was just kind of planting trees and doing what I could as quickly as I can, because I was running out of time and I just kind of did the first thing that popped into my head with everything. Speaking of that, Allie's house is a great example of that. By the lack of furniture and also the tiny amount of space, I moved Allie's house here without realizing how little space there actually was. That ended up with me giving her a very not cluttered home, which is so unlikely for me. That's the thing with this island in general. It's that like there's no clutter, and I'm known for cluttering up my islands to the point where you can't even tell which way you're going. We have a little vending machine corner over here. I don't know why I made this a vending machine spot. This is like the most random place. It could have been anything else, something that would make more sense to have in the middle of a neighborhood, but no. If I did have terraforming available, I probably would have put water here instead of all these weeds, but what can you do? Plucky's house is right over here. And speaking of Plucky, we have an icon. Oh my God, it's me. Hide me from Moose. I don't know why I thought it was so creative for that, but that is like the dumbest catchphrase you can ever give somebody. I'm so stupid. We have this flop right over here. Shout out to this flop. I don't know why I made Plucky an entire driveway. Once again, I wasn't thinking. That's basically the summary of this island. No thoughts, just build. And then coming up this path over here, this all might look a little familiar because this is literally what you saw at the beginning of the video. We have a pathway that leads up to a nice hot pink bench. God, these plastic benches are just honestly one of the best items that came in the 2.0 update. And you best believe that I have a lot of these all around the island, and we will definitely be seeing a bunch of them. I wanted to kind of also have like a lot of flower fields around my island because I don't really normally do flower fields that often, not since the new leaf days, but I thought it would work. We have this little seating area right over here, very inspired by Nekofalls, by the way, just like the entire vibe of this island, let's be honest. I thought it was so big brain for putting this gazebo right here, just to kind of like make it a little more interesting rather than just having a path full of trees. It's like, ooh, look at this gazebo. It like breaks up the spot, acts as like a nice little gateway. Oh my God, look at that. It's more trees. Shout out to trees. And we have this corner right over here, just a whole lot of nothing. I am probably the king of making useless filler spots on my island. We got more drink machines right over here because I am obsessed with drink machines, even though I don't really drink anything aside from coffee and water, but we'll look past that for the time being. Ooh, look at all these windmills. Shout out to Windle. This pathway right over here basically kind of leads up to, well, the museum like you saw earlier. Very cute, very fun. Shout out to Pokemon, shout out to Diamond and Pearl. No shout outs to BDSP though. We like to pretend that never existed, you know? Here's Wendy, our girl. We love Wendy. And then coming over here, we have this nice, cute little bench that you can just sit on and look off into the distance and see a whole lot of trees. What did you expect from my island? Oh, finally, I can stop talking as I head back to where we need to go because, oh my God, my jaw is hurting. Shout out to TMJ. I bet a whole lot of y'all thought I was going to be using a lot of wheat fields on this island, but fun fact, this is really the only area with a giant wheat field. That was the biggest challenge with this island, was not trying to fill up space with wheat fields. I think an even bigger challenge would be to not fill up space with trees, but that's for another time. I am not willing to do that today. No, thank you. Oh my God. And while we're here, we can actually say hi to Lucky. I literally like introduced him onto the island and then I never spoke to him. Is that sad? Like, is that really sad? I really haven't been speaking to any of my villagers, by the way. I'm so sorry. I really wanted to focus on finishing designing the island. Ignore the beaches, by the way. I don't give a fuck about beaches. I am so anti-beach in real life. It's like, why would I spend my time decorating them in Animal Crossing? 90% of the beaches around the world aren't even decorated. So like, y'all can't even get mad at me for that. Okay, we're back at Town Hall. As you can see, shout out to Town. We're back at Town Hall. Shout out to Town. Why am I struggling to say that? We're back at Town Hall. Shout out to Town Hall. And as you can see by this little path right over here, if you follow it, it leads to an iconic spot. And then continuing down from Moose's house, we have this giant field of weeds. I am so team autumn weeds. When it comes to Animal Crossing weeds, they are objectively the best weeds in the game, followed by probably the summer weeds. They just look great. And honestly, they look so much better than the wheat fields too. That's really why I just went for this. And it gives like that more overgrown abandoned field that I usually tend to go for. So it makes the most sense in my opinion. Nook's Crannies is right over here. Very cute, very fun. And there's this little playground right over here that I always tend to forget about. And then coming up this path right over here takes us to Able Sisters. But before we head down that path, we're gonna cross this bridge right over here and it takes us to Rhonda's house. I hate to say it, I really do. This is probably my least favorite build on the island. I don't know why. It's not bad by any means. It's just, I look at it and I'm just kind of like, eh. I feel like it would look a lot better with some custom designs here and there rather than just dirt paths, but oh well, that's just my high standards. Coming back down here, we have this path that leads us to Able Sisters, which is right behind Nook's Cranny. So this is basically our shopping district on the island. This little path right over here leads us to a nice view spot. And this is my first time actually looking at the view spot since finishing the island. It's quite cute. And then past this path right over here leads us to the most important building on the house, actually, mine. And I'm not going inside because I didn't decorate anything in there. After that, I don't know what else. Oh, we can go this way. I was like, where do I go? I don't even know. This is my island. How do I not know where to go? This path leads us to what we most recently saw, that build. Lots of trees, lots of bushes. I think overall it did come out looking really nice. I really, really like this area. The one complaint though is that I didn't realize the can actually blocks you from getting to that chair. You don't need to sit down. Stand up. This path overall, I'm quite a fan of it. It's very, very cute, very fun. Lots of trees. Before we head up there, we're gonna head to the right. That takes us to Julian's house, the most iconic villager on the island. I'm saying that about every single villager. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm sorry. We're gonna go up this ramp and head to the right first. And this path kind of over here is just very much hiking trail. That's what I was going for. And it leads to this area. This is very inspired by Elnu, if it's not obvious. We have like this path over here that takes us to this bench. I don't think I even talked about it at all, but like this is an exact copy from something I did on Elnu. I liked it, and I love that I was finally able to like replicate it on here. We have this nice little ocean view, so that's fun. And the rest of this spot, you guessed it, it's filler. But a secret little area over here that I actually forgot that I did. I don't even remember when I did this, but we have like this nice little hideout area with a bunch of satellite dishes with, you guessed it, another bench that looks off into the ocean. Honestly, the back side of the island with the ocean view, truly, truly great. Kind of underrated. You might notice this secret little ladder over here, which when you climb it, ooh, look at that. It's a place to smoke weed. I'm kidding, I don't smoke. Yeah, I just wanted to have like a nice, cute little hangout zone in the middle of the forest. Very secretive, you can come here with all your friends. This is especially when you can realize that I really had no idea what to do with the back corner of my island. The whole top tier where I'm standing, this is the only accessible area. It's all trees back there. You literally can't even get there. I really wanted to try to go for like that natural untouched vibe, since this is a no terraforming island anyways. You know, you're not really seen going through the forest as often, especially if it's one that's untouched. So I feel like it makes sense to use it as scenery rather than function. Here's my campsite. Very cute, very fun. And there is, once again, that aesthetically pleasing forest that you can only look at. Please don't touch the trees. It does kind of remind me of like Harv's Island, minus those hedges right over there. I really tried to keep it as like natural as I could. I was trying to basically make it look like Nintendo designed the forest, not me. And then coming down over here, past this little heart exclamation point pathway thing that I made, this bridge over here leads us to this cute spot right over here. Once again, it's just filler. It looks off into Julian's house. I think it's pretty cute, but more importantly, coming down this way leads us to technically a farm, but I would consider it more a community garden rather than a farm, especially because it's kind of just inhabited by nobody. Maybe everybody comes down here, plants their pumpkins, picks up some potatoes, peas in these flowers, and there's this section over here. What happens if you try and open this? You can't open it. Good to know. And then of course we have more trees right over here. These trees were basically just to kind of make a little scenery on the other side of the river. It's not really functional, once again, like 90% of this island. And then coming up this path right over here, so many trees that it basically feels like we're on FALLBROOK. I have no idea which way I'm supposed to go. We have this cute little pond right over here. And as you can tell by this third tier up here, this is basically the viewpoint from the museum. It takes us to the final stop on this island, this place with the pergola. There's this one area near my house, not my house, it's like in the countryside by my house. There's just like a random gazebo in the middle of a field surrounded by like a bunch of baby trees and flowers. So I just wanted to replicate it here on the island, and that's exactly what I did. And yeah, with all that out of the way, that's it. That's Willow, and this is what I did in a month without any terraforming or custom design codes, in case you forgot. And here we are back at Town Hall, and I know what we're all waiting for, so why am I wasting more time? Here's the map, here's all the villagers, and more importantly, there's the dream address. So if you want to visit Willow yourself, you totally can. The dream address is right there. DA-9084-3905-6534. And just like that, that brings us to the end of this wild, wild journey that I've been on. Thank you to everybody who's watched. And you know, now that the island's done and I don't really have any other motivations to keep playing on it, I think there's only one thing left to do.